So oftentimes there's some confusion with absolute value inequalities as to why we use and or why we use or. The best way to explain that is that when you have, let's say, the absolute value of x is less than 10, what I'm basically saying is that you have to be within 10 spots on the number line of 0. So if I go to show a number line, there's 0, there's 10, and there's negative 10. I've got to be within 10 spots of 0. So it's all right there. When you have conjoining inequalities, that's and. Because I have to be less than 10 and more than negative 10. It's that logic. I have to be both at the same time. If instead I had the absolute value of x is more than 10, that means my distance, because again absolute value is distance, has to be more than 10. So I've got to be further than 10 spots away from 0. So if I show 0, negative 10, and 10, I've got to be more than 10 spots away, so it goes outwards. Right? If I'm too close, it's false. It's not going to work. When you have separating inequalities like that, that's or. So less than with absolute value corresponds to and greater than with absolute value corresponds to or. There's also one more kind of, I don't know if it's a mnemonic device or a play on words, I'm not sure what to call it exactly, but you can think about it this way. This is actually something I learned from Mr. Holman. So you can say, instead of greater, great or at least write this down in your notes if it helps you to remember. And then with less than, you could think about that as less, just add the extra letter, less than. It's kind of silly, but it may help to just drive the point home that with greater than absolute value inequalities, we use or, and with less than absolute value inequalities, we use and. So just a little quick trick that may help you, that may not, but now you've seen it. So video over.